Hey friends, thanks for joining us here for this digital version of Wake Up Charlotte on a Thursday morning. I'm Ben Thompson.
And I'm Carolyn Bruck. We're going to get to the top stories of the day in a few minutes. But first, we have to get a forecast check with Larry Sprinkle because, Larry, there's a lot going on out there.
Definitely a lot going on. What is not going on is a beautiful picture of Charlotte. That's our weather picture today. It's going to be gray skies. It's going to be rain on and off all day today. Enough that we could see some potential for flash flood, especially during the afternoon, particularly from about maybe 2 till 7. So there's a flash flood watch in effect for the entire area that lasts all the way from now through tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Here it is, hour by hour. Here we go. Rain on and off throughout the day today. You've got the cloud cover, and with the rain, it's only going to be in the upper 60s. And notice, as we get to about 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, we start to see less of a chance of rain. So it's all day today through very early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon should be okay. The great news is the weekend is going to be dry weather. It's going to be clear skies. It'll be those cool mornings, cool, crisp mornings and nice afternoons. Look at the low temperature Sunday morning, 48, 46 Monday morning, dry weather Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week when we're back in the mid-70s. And that is your first one forecast, Carolyn.
Larry, thanks. Turning to your 5 big stories of the day in your morning rush. CMS laying out a phased plan for getting students back into the classroom in less than a month's time. Here's the plan. Pre-K students are moving to fully in-person learning 5 days a week starting on October 12th. Next will be kindergartners through middle school students, and that will happen with a mixture of in-person and online learning. That process starts on November 2nd. Finally, high schoolers will move into a hybrid model starting January 5th. Some CMS board members think that the district is not getting all kids back in class soon enough, but that's the plan for now.
Charlotte Catholic High School switching to virtual learning for the rest of this week. It comes after 4 people tested positive for COVID-19. Charlotte Catholic says the cases are not linked to each other. The school now conducting a deep clean. Students will return to a hybrid schedule next week and transition to full in-person learning once again on the 28th.
3 people are hurt after a shooting in West Charlotte. Police say just after 10 p.m. they responded to Meredith Avenue where someone shot into a home. After more 911 calls, police determined that 2 cars were also shot into. Those cars were found at different locations not far from the home. 1 person is in custody. Police are looking for a second suspect.
CMPD launching a new gun safety initiative. They're giving out 800 gun locks for free. This coming after several kids were shot this year after getting their hands on unsecured weapons. Police say people with guns have got to understand the extreme level of responsibility that comes with owning one.
The Big Ten Conference deciding to play football after all this season. The conference postponing all fall sports back in August because of the pandemic, but now they say they will resume the season, of course, with new safety procedures in place. Officials say Big Ten teams will start the weekend of October 24th.
Time now to connect the dots when we make the news. Makes sense. North Carolinians can now get COVID-19 test results in just 15 minutes. The state plans to distribute 500,000 rapid tests over the next few weeks to high-risk groups. But for the rest of us, a new test currently in the works might just change the game when it comes to detecting COVID-19. Finding out if you've got coronavirus could soon be as simple as grabbing a nasal swab and opening an app. Let's connect the dots. 2 companies are announcing the creation of a rapid at-home COVID-19 test. Think of it like a home pregnancy test. The companies say the test can detect coronavirus in 90% of cases. Compare that to the nearly 100% accuracy you get with the original test. So how does it work? Well, according to the makers, you use a nasal swab on both nostrils, then put the swab in a small vial of solution provided. Lines will then form on the base depending on how much virus is found. You can then use the app to scan lines, and it tells you the results all within 15 minutes. This test is not on the market yet and still needs to be evaluated by the FDA to see if it can hold up to the claims. And there's still no word on how much it could cost. But cheap, effective at-home tests could be a game changer when it comes to stopping the spread of COVID-19. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Now to some stories to help keep you and your family safe and sound today. First, we had Zoom calls. Now we could have fully holographic meetings. A startup company has created technology that will project your coworkers into your living room. The goal is to make it easier to interact with the group. Developers say most of us would actually need better internet service for it to actually work. This is a bit intense for me.
It's a lot, especially on a Monday morning or something.
I don't need you in my living room.
Have your coworkers in your living room. Most of us have been doing a lot more online shopping this year, and it turns out it's taken up a huge chunk of our day. A new study found the typical online purchase involves 7 steps, which take more than 3 hours. Those steps start with deciding on a need for something, going all the way to actually making the purchase. Apparently, it takes just an hour to read online reviews and narrow down between brands. I mean, just the shopping can take a lot. But then to that point, you start reading the reviews and checking things.
You'll never buy anything.
You can take hours to buy something.
Yeah, it's
totally
so
unnecessarily.
True. You try to find the best deal, and then you look for the reviews, and it's like you're already into 3 weeks.
But then you're wondering, because you've watched a few Get McGinty's, are the reviews fake? So let me go look over here.
I know.
It's way too time consuming.
I would agree.
It makes me almost miss shopping, almost.
In person.
Yeah.
Yeah, soon enough.
Hey, make sure you watch us every single morning starting at 4:30 on Wake Up Charlotte.